Hi, my name is Adam Levy, and I'm the teacher for Poetry of Song this year. This is a class that I created, and probably for that reason, I think it's just the greatest class ever. So I'm very excited to be teaching it again this year. What we do in this class is we look at just great songwriters, um, and we look at sort of their history. We look at the songs that they've created, and just put together sort of a understanding of what it takes to create great songs. We'll go genre by genre this year. So we're starting out with the Great American Songbook and jazz standards. We'll be studying people like Gershwin and Irving Berlin. We'll be moving on to blues and look at the great songwriters in that genre, from Robert Johnson to Willie Dixon. Um, then from there, I believe we're moving on to country music, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I think the songwriters we look at in that genre are fantastic songwriters, regardless of genre. So we'll be looking at Johnny Cash and Shel Silverstein and people of that stature. We'll move on to folk music and study songs of Woody Guthrie, uh, and then on to this huge unit of rock, R&B, rap. So, and we'll just sort of go historically through that, looking at the Beatles, looking at Pink Floyd, The Who. By the time we get to that unit, we'll also be looking not only at songs, but at full concept albums. So we'll discuss Dark Side of the Moon in its entirety and what Pink Floyd is trying to say with that. We'll probably view the movie Tommy this year, um, and see what's going on in there. Uh, and then also, the way the class always runs is that we go student by student through the alphabet, and each day a student presents the song of the day. So they'll play a song for the class, present the lyrics, present their analysis, and then ask a thematic question. And in that way, this class will not be dominated by my biases in music, but it'll open us up to influences from all over. And that's the great thing for me is, um, I can be set in my ways in terms of music, but when everyone's bringing in music as a show and tell, it definitely turns you on to new music. Certainly, like my Spotify playlists change from year to year, as I'm exposed to people I may miss in like rap music or rock or wherever else. So that's super exciting. That counts as a test grade. It probably happens once a cycle. Um, the other thing that they'll be doing as we're learning about all these genres and songwriters, and there'll be tests after each unit. There's constantly projects throughout the class. So, they'll start out talking about just musical quotes, uh, and then moving on to creating an autobiographical playlist. There'll be a visual interpretation project, and there'll be just a series of other projects like a music criticism project. Um, so it's an exciting class. I treat it like an English class. I think songs are like poetry. I think these longer concepts are like books, and we'll go through sort of the history of music, and I think it should be fun. What I find in this class is that students write better than they do in their average English class because they seem to really enjoy having a choice of focusing on the music that they're interested in. And I also think they're writing about something that they truly care about. And so the writing is always really good in this class. It's sort of exciting. And I'm often amazed at their creativity, not only in thought, but certainly like around the time of like the visual interpretation project where they're choosing a couple of songs and creating some sort of visual to go along with it. They really create things that I could never even imagine. So I'm excited for this school year to continue on. I think this class works well virtually. And if we can transition into live instruction, that'll be great too. But it will work under the current uh, system that we're in. And it should be a fun year. So I hope the students enjoy it. And if they have any questions, they can always contact me and we can help them out. So I'm looking forward to a great school year. Good luck.